All right, let's get down to business now. This young man who's going to come with us today, he's no stranger to us. He's here for the whole month of February. I'm excited because he always comes with the truth. He always brings it right in our face because he's in the trenches. So let me tell you a bit about him, those that are new to the call. He came over to America July 9th of 2002. He kept seeing the airplanes going over to the United States. And he said, I got to get out of this island. I got to get out of my country and fly over there. I heard it's a land of what? Opportunity. And he also knew most Americans are lazy and don't want home. They don't want an opportunity. They want a job. He said, if I could just get to America, if I could just get to America. And when he flew over here July 9th of 2002, he started working at Applebee's at the right young age of 20. At the right young age of 20. Can you imagine that? And he found out that he could make more money using his mouth than using his hands on his back. And he said, wait a minute, you mean I can make money by helping people save money? Oh my God. Oh. He went to the colleges. He grew a big organization he grew such a huge organization on campus with the young people. I mean, it just exploded. And I'm here to tell you, he's got a birthday coming up next month. Next month in March the 6th. Yeah, he'll be 30 years young on March the 6th. Write it down, March the 6th. And his Wolfpack group, they're all in the charts every year. I mean, just dominating the charts. And everybody kept saying, who's this young guy? And you see him at the convention with a crowd of young people around him. That's Shakeel Cooper right there. And he had all these young people, and he was killing it. He'll tell that story maybe. He was killing it. I mean, he had a penthouse, he had several cars, and his team staying on. It was a campus of money. Let me say that. And he was doing some crazy income levels I can't talk about. So without further ado, and his topic is today: start small but dream what? Big. Let's give a good round of applause to Regional Vice President Platinum, Shakeel Cooper.
Thank you. I'm excited to be on the call today. I'm just excited to be here. I do have a lot planned for just this month. Life have really kind of opened up my eyes, and I just want to have an open conversation with everyone on the call today. And the topic is start small, grow big. And I just want to have a real conversation because a lot of times when people see people that, have a lot of success, make a lot of money, and just, live the life that most people kind of dream of, they tend to think that those people are not like real people, and they don't go through real life the same way that you're dealing with real life while building a business. And one thing I learned is that no matter what goes on in your life, you got to keep going. You just got to be like that ant that if someone put an obstacle in front of you, you got to do whatever you got to do to get over it. And with me, one of the secrets to my success, if you're taking notes, I just keep going. No matter what happened, I don't sit there. I don't cry about it. I don't try to figure out why me. I just keep going. And I've been involved in ACN. This year makes it 10 years. 10 years. And still to this day, I get paid every single week, almost 10 years straight, for something that I made a decision to do at 20 years old. And in a month, I'll be 30 years old. And looking back, I'm so happy that I took the chance to bet on myself when I had an opportunity came. Because till this day now, my business, I was just looking at the numbers for last month alone. And my organization, like Mr. Thomas said, they took off. And still to this day, if you look at the charts, if you look at the numbers, my organization, we put up almost 700 plus customers alone just last month. Almost 100 independent business owners. The system is still working. So if you're on this call today trying to figure out how do you get your business to the next level, you need to have a system in place that no matter what happens, your business is going to continue to grow. You can't stop it if you wanted to. You want to get to the point where you can't stop it, but more importantly, your business is just growing everywhere. I have training events in Syracuse, New York. I'm talking about real weekly training events. I don't know none of these people, but my business partner drives 7 hours there every single week running an event. People are out there building a business, and it's why? Because the system works. When you work the system, you will have results, and when you have results, no one can convince you that the business don't work. So if you're on this call today, I just want to have a real conversation that the business works, and you don't got to be a special person to figure out how to build this business. You just have to be consistent and implement a system. But the most important part about the system is that you are the system. So everything that you do is what your team is going to do. So one of the reasons why I know that I did the right things when I got involved in this industry, because 10 years later, it's still working. It's still working. Like, I had a conversation with one of my RVPs out there. I'm like, man, can you really believe that we was in college and then we're still getting paid off of something that we started in 2013? Like, I'm not even 30 yet. And to think that the lifestyle I've had in my 20s because of a decision that I made to say, you know what, I'm going to go all in and I'm never going to stop. No matter what happens, never quit, because the difference between me and most people is that they just quit. Listen, the person that got me started in ACN now is on somebody else's team in ACN. And when he goes to that training event, he has to watch everything that he has not built, but he recruited me. He overrode my whole entire organization. But now he's on another team, still watching the team that was once under him become number one still in the company. Do you know how that makes that person feel? I've always heard about those stories of the uplines that override a massive organization. They end up quitting and coming back and being on to somebody else. And then they have to watch something that continues to grow without them and become successful for many, many, many years to come. And they have to sit there and watch that. You don't want to be that person, because it happened for me. This person was my best friend. But because they didn't want to do the work, they said, I'd rather go build with somebody else. But now they're watching something 10 years later become bigger and better than it ever was. And it has nothing to do with me anymore. I don't want to be the deal. I created a system that's the deal. And once you create a system that's the deal, you give it to anyone that want it bad enough, they're going to go out there and make it happen. See, ACN is simple, but you got to be the system. If you're not the system, then guess what? How are you going to teach other people how to go out there and build this business if you first don't go out there and build the business? See, we can do trainings, we can give you slides, we can do it all for you, but if you don't do the work at the end of the day, listen, the business works. I'm telling you, 10 years later, listen, I'm more excited now than I ever was. Because to just think that all I did was make a decision at 20 years old, say, you know, I want to do this. And they said, listen, you know you're going to get paid down the line. And people hear, yeah. No, 10 years later, I'm telling you, it hits on a weekly. If I work it or if I don't work it, it's going to hit, because the system is the most important thing of my business. It's not me. See, at first, you got to be the deal. And the reason why you want to be the deal, because people are going to follow you. And whatever you do and have success, people are going to believe in whatever you're doing because it's working. But if you're not out there proving to people that what you're doing is working, why would people want to follow you? People don't want to follow people that's lazy. People want to follow people that they see no matter what. Man, this person keep going. Everyone that I started with 10 years ago, they're still not doing not too much, because when you look at that social media, you look at what's going on, they're stuck doing the same things they used to be doing. I'm progressing every single day. I'm growing every single day. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you're not growing, then you're going to be stuck doing the same thing 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line. Every year I should be getting better. Every year you should be growing. Listen, if you're not pouring into yourself, how do you expect to go to the next level? When I told you guys, listen, I love being in a wealthy community. Why? Because when you're in a wealthy community, it changes your mind. It changes the way you eat. I like going out to fancy restaurants now by myself and just sitting there on my computer and just enjoying whatever I want. Not having to look at the menu, not even having to look at the check. And this is not a call about money, but it just changes your mind when you go to some of these restaurants and it's a different experience. You say to yourself, man, I want to live like this one day. I want to be able to just do whatever I want to do and just not have to worry about money. So all I've been doing is tricking my mind to just believe that, listen, man, this is normal. It's normal to go and spend $100 on a meal just by yourself and enjoy yourself by yourself. You don't have to drink alcohol. You can order desserts. You can try different appetizers. You can eat whatever entree that you want. You can order mocktails. You can just sit back, relax, work on your computer, and just have a good time. And that'll just be a normal day. See, at the end of the day, if you're not trying to live in a lifestyle of abundance, then why are you even working? Because if you're just working to pay bills, that's not really living life. See, I want to live life to the fullest. So I'm always going to put myself in situations that is going to force me to be that person. And that's what I love so much about ACM, because I was able to stretch my thinking. I got around people that, making $50,000 a year was a slow month. And then there's people that make $50,000 a year and think that's a great year. So you got a chance to be around people that was just thinking bigger. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're going to work anyway, why not put your time, energy, and money into something that's going to continue to pay you for years to come? I'm telling you, like, it's real. And when I remember people laughing at me when I was 20 years old in college, telling me, man, people don't make money down the line. They're just trying to get you in. I'm telling you, nobody is laughing today. Nobody. Why? Because I can promise you that 95, 96, 97% of the people that I started with is probably not getting paid from the things that they did starting in 2013, now until 2023. I don't know anyone. But what I do knew that was that everyone that's wealthy, they make money off of things that they started years ago, and it continues to pay them down the line. When you think about an actor, right? You want a percentage every time that movie is streamed. You're an artist, right? Every time they play your music, or every time they license your music into a movie or anything like that, you're getting paid from work that you did one time. So if the wealthy get paid off of work that they did one time, why would you not want to put yourself in a position to get paid the same way that wealthy people do? Wealthy people don't get paid every 2 weeks. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't get wealthy getting paid every 2 weeks, because now you got listen, you might have the money, but you don't have the time. I want the time and the money together. See, I don't want to choose between time and money. People say, which one would you rather have? I want both. Because at the end of the day, the most valuable thing in this world is time. Why would you listen? You don't want to be the person that you wait till you get old to get rich. No, I want to be rich now. I want to look good when I'm young. I want to hit the beaches. I want to travel the world. I want to live that lifestyle now. I don't want to wait. Why wait? If tomorrow's not promised, why wait? And I see so many people, they put their dreams off. Oh no, when I turn 50, no, do it right now, because at the end of the day, it's all about what you do right now. Hope is never a strategy to win. And that's why I just wanted to have a conversation today and just tell people the real that, listen, at the end of the day, you can only lie to everybody but yourself. Because if you're not motivated to get up every single day and go out there and do what you need to do, at the end of the day, it's not going to happen. That's just the reality of it. And I like being real with people and not selling you a dream that, yeah, it's just going to work out if you just sit back and just hope. No, it's not going to happen. You got to go out there and do the work. You got to put in the sacrifice. You got to invest your money back into the business. I put a lot of money back into my business, and that's why it's paying me today. The people that did not put money back into their business, that did not put time into their business, that didn't invest into their business, they're not getting paid today. So if you're brand new, if you've been involved in the business for some years, just be new. Just go out there and meet people, have a real conversation, because at the end of the day, people are not buying into you. I mean, buying into a company. They buying into you. If you believe in you, they'll believe in you. But if you don't believe in you, nobody's going to believe in you or what you're doing. Because I have a lot of people throughout my career try to convince me to recruit me. But number one, I don't follow quitters. I just don't, because if you quit one time, you're going to quit again, because that's just what becomes a habit. If someone lies a lot, they're just a liar. So I look at people patterns. So I only follow people they just keep going. No matter what happened, they keep going. People that's been doing something for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Those are people that you respect and you follow, because at the end of the day, the average person can't even do one thing for 6 months. For 6 months. See, you got to see the finish line. You got to see yourself being at the top. I told everybody, listen, I'm going to be the youngest senior vice president. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care, because throughout the process, I'll still be getting paid. I am earning while I am learning. Listen, this is the best type of university that anyone can be involved in, because most people, they went to school for 4 years and they learned a lot, but they're still paying for that. I'm learning and I'm earning. The more I learn, the more I earn. Why would you not want to put yourself in a situation like that? So at the end of the day, if you're on this call today, I'm just a real person. I'm just open. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm going to tell you like it is. Either you take the advice or you don't, but at the end of the day, it's working. And it's not just working for me, it's working for other people too. It's working for a lot of other people. A lot of people have been successful because of the decisions that I made in 2013. And they're still reaping the benefits to this day. So why would you not want to go out there and build something that not only benefits you, but there's also other people that have been positively impacted by the decision that you made? And then all it takes is going out here and just talking to people. Listen, just talk to people. I meet people every day. I go out every single day and just meet people. I get people numbers. I went out yesterday. I got a guy number in Macy's, a young guy. Then I went to Zara. There's another young guy in there, got his information. I just talk to people like, what do you do? Like, I don't be like, man, I know you don't want to work here. But like, nah, man, what you do? Because it's my energy. When I talk to these people, they always be like, hey, thank you, boss. They respect me because it's all about how you present yourself. When you carry a certain type of energy, people know that and people don't play with you. People want to do business with you because of how you carry yourself. A lot of times, most people, they don't carry themselves worthy of being followed by other people. I can have a sweatsuit on right now and I can talk to the president of the United States of America and recruit them into the business. Why? Because it's not on me, it's what's in me. And a lot of times people try to use exterior things in order to recruit people. They think I need to have the house, I need to have the condo, I need to have the nice car. All of those are fruits of your hard work, but you don't need all of those things to build a business, because I built my business from a TV this big and it had a DVD slot on it. I don't know if you remember when TVs had the DVD, you can slide it in on the side. And I took that small TV in my trunk and we had events. I remember it was 50, 60 people at home meetings. And we had that one little TV in the living room. And we were signing people up because I gave no excuses. See, when you give no excuses, it's going to work out. I look at the lifestyle that my business partner, my mentor, has to this day. He's able now to have a family. He's able now to live in Florida for 6 months out of the year with his family and not have to worry about money, because guess what? When he get paid, I get paid. We're getting paid together and we're living our life. Because he told me, listen, man, if you follow me, we're going to live this lifestyle. And now we're living this lifestyle. Everything that I said about me is he have done the same things times 10. So it's working. It don't matter your age. It don't matter your background. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. But at first, you got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in you, then it's going to be hard to convince other people to believe in you and what you're doing. No matter what I do, people follow me because they know I believe in it. I'm not going to play around with anything that I do. One thing you can't do is play around with your name. If people know that you're about business, people are going to do business with you and they're not going to question you. And that's where I'm at in life right now. People don't question me when it comes to business. I've been doing it 10 years, through the ups, through the downs, no matter what. He's still out here doing it. He's still out here working. He's still out here investing in himself. He's still out here building up their businesses. Why not? Because at the end of the day, that's the whole point of this business. It's to give you the time freedom to do the things that you want to do. So if you're on this call today, I just want to say, just go out there and make it happen. But nobody can make it happen unless you make it happen. Because you're hearing from someone, no business background, drop out of college. Like, I'm literally a regular kid from the hood in Baltimore. And I know it sounds crazy to most people. They think, no, it's not. It's really one of those stories. I'm a regular person that made a decision in a city that nobody believed in being your own boss. Everybody wanted to be a worker. Everybody was going to school and things like that. And I was just that person that said, nah, man, I'm going to build it my way. I'm going to be my own boss. And I'm not going to wait till I'm 30, 40 years old. I'm going to do it right now at 20 years old. The same things I'm saying now at 29 is the same things I was saying at 20 years old. And that's why I was able to get everyone that was young to believe in what I got going on, because they know that, listen, this person believes in himself. And it's rare that you find people that believe in themselves. So when you find that person, follow them and just go out there and just make it happen. There's no excuses. So every excuse that you have right now about why you're not where you need to be, just throw it in the trash and just be brand new and just go out there and talk to people and have real conversations. You don't need a script. You don't need any of that. Just have a real conversation with people. And once you have a real conversation with people, I'm telling you, it's going to be, people recruit themselves. People hit me up every single day. I don't even recruit people no more. I just have conversations and exchange numbers. I don't even call it recruiting no more. I'm just building relationships. I just go out and meet new people. I go to nice restaurants. I meet the hostess. I meet the bartender. I just meet people and I go there a few times and guess what? They start to know me. They start to give me free stuff and things like that. It's like you become familiar. And once you become familiar in wealthy neighborhoods, it's only one conversation away from putting you into another tax bracket. But if you're around people that ain't got much going on, if you're hanging in the hood, if you're hanging around your friends that want to party and drink and do all that stuff, you're not going to run into people that's going to help you get to the next level. Because one thing I learned, I'm going to end the call today with this, you are who you spend the most time with. See, once I stopped hanging around with people that didn't have nothing going on, my life went to the next level. See, a lot of people they choose comfort over being the person that's not around everybody every single day. Basically, you're lonely. But you're not really lonely. You're just not around people that's just making you feel good. And a lot of times we're still friends with people that, because we've been friends for 10 years and, you know, we just make each other feel good through the things that we used to do. But no, you got to get new friends. You got to meet new people, because new friends and new people will take you to new levels. So at the end of the day, just go out there and just make it happen. You got to go out there and make it happen, because if you don't go out there and make it happen, then it's never going to happen. And that was the whole point about this conversation today, is that you got to make it happen. Mr. Thomas can do all of these cars, training. He can do everything for you. But unless you get up and go out there and make a name for yourself and for your team, and you put them on the map, it's not going to happen. But I believe that it could happen because you have the right leadership. And the only missing factor is you. So if you just follow the simple system, listen, I was excited every single month of the first of the month. Why? It's a brand new month. It's a brand new month. You write down your goals. Have you written down your goals yet? What's your goals for February? Listen, if you don't have any goals, you're not going to hit them, because you can't hit a target that you don't see. So I'm about to go out to a nice restaurant and write down my goals and start off the month on a right path. Why? Because at the end of the day, success leaves clues. I do this every single month. I do write down my goals all the time. I tell you all the time, get a journal. Most people, they don't want to get a journal. It's only $5 to get a journal. But the goals that you write down in there, the value of it is out of this world. So you got to do the things that I'm telling you in order to be successful. Because if I'm doing this coming from nothing, imagine if you're in a way better situation. Imagine where you can go and how fast you can do it. I did it with being a broke college student at 20 years old with a dream of becoming wealthy one day and a work ethic that's unstoppable. And that's all I had. And I was willing to work and I was coachable. Whatever my mentor told me to do, I just said yes and just did it, because I'm not about to question nobody that has what I want. Like, it's the reason why you got what I want. I'm not going to question. I'm going to tell you yes and just do it. And that's why me and my mentor were best friends to this day, because I never told him no. It's always been yes, let's go. Like, let's do it. All right, you want to do this? All right, cool, let's do it. We always been on the same team. If you're not on the same team with the person that's leading you, good luck. So I thank you, Mr. Thomas, for being on the call just to get everybody up and
Lord
running.
have mercy.
And think about it. I'm gonna end with this real quick. And imagine, right, how fired up I am. You know, I just got into an accident 2 days ago. A car going 80 miles per hour, ran a red light, hit the back of my car, and T-boned another car into a pole. And this was 48 hours ago. And look at how I'm still talking today. I just keep going. The average person, they just, man, I gotta keep going. No matter what life throws at me, I keep going. I don't go on social media crying about it, looking for people to feel sorry for me. No, I'm healthy, I'm okay. I was able to walk away, but I could have lost my life a couple days ago. But I know I'm blessed, I'm highly favored. So guess what? Keep going. Why sit around and cry over spoiled milk? Cars gonna get fixed. Like life, your life is the most valuable thing that you have. So if you get another chance to get up and go at it, then guess what? Get up and go at it, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna live my life like to the fullest, and I'm doing it for me. Because if you're not doing it for you, then listen. If you don't love you, you can't love nobody else. And I love myself so much that I'm just gonna continue to just live my life to the fullest, because it's nothing better in life to do. So I just want to pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas. I just had to let people know, like, that people deal with real life, and you don't never know what people's dealing with. But guess what? Listen, you get up and you keep going. There's no excuses. Like, I could have gave every excuse, man, I can't do the call, my back hurt, like all that. Like, nah, I'm gonna get on the call and I'm gonna give everyone what? 100%. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I just keep going. Like, nothing can stop me. I'm sorry. It's just I'm built different. Nothing can stop me.
Man.